Atlantic City celebrates 150 years of continuous weather observations in 2024. Since the United States' Army Signal Service opened up a weather station on 27 South Vermont Avenue on December 10, 1873, the city has experienced a superstorm, a landfalling hurricane, 8 brushes with hurricanes, and 18 impacts from tropical storms. In 150 years since then, the equipment and locations have changed. However, the National Weather Service's mission to protect life and property and provide enhancement of the national economy at the South Jersey Shore has relied on the city's accurate weather observations to do just that. All the while, it's barely missed a weather reading, making this station one of the oldest continuously reporting stations in the United States.
We truly use this data on a daily basis to help inform our observations and make decisions that impact people's lives on a daily basis. We use data here for back bay observations, including water temperature, tidal elevation, and how much water we have to operate.
One of the longest standing records as far as weather is Charleston, South Carolina. But when you look at the history of the different locations, Atlantic City, I think, is in the top 2 or 3. It's been around a long time because it was one of the first life-saving stations too.
Atlantic City Marina Climate Station was originally part of just a Weather Bureau office that was located in Atlantic City. Actually, originally what was called the Signal Service Station, which soon later became known as the National Weather Bureau, and then in 1970 the National Weather Service. The station location was with the office itself physically in Atlantic City, in downtown, and the office moved around to a few various locations, often being co-located with other federal agency building offices, including the Coast Guard, even the City Hall, and other local or federal government buildings like that. Then back in the late 80s, the land was purchased for developing the casino, and from that point the weather station moved to where it is now, where we are currently standing.
Weather-wise, we're checking it, every morning, every afternoon, really throughout the day. First thing in the morning, what I'll do is come in the morning and to get a good weather report, get a good wave and tide report, and kind of make our determination on how we're going to staff and where we're going to staff based on that. A lot of it has to do with the rip tides and where the wind is coming from and where the tides are coming in and going out. That kind of, we know the areas where the rip tides will be the worst in those areas. So it really helps us track. As far as storm tracking, it's even better.
Just like the science of meteorology, Atlantic City has changed since the weather station first began operating all those years ago. However, the weather station does, and will continue to provide critical weather and climate information, no matter where in the city it might be.